In just 24 hours, the geopolitical landscape of the world was completely shattered. For years, the tension between the United States, Israel, and Iran was a slow-burning fire. But on the last weekend of February 2026, that fire exploded into a full-scale war. In a massive, coordinated campaign, the US and Israel launched an unprecedented military operation designed to cripple Iran's nuclear infrastructure and force a change in leadership. The strikes took out the highest levels of the Iranian government and triggered a wave of retaliatory ballistic missiles that has engulfed the entire region. Welcome to HK Worldwide. Today, we are breaking down the exact timeline, the trillion-dollar weapons, and the global shockwaves of the 24 hours that changed the Middle East forever. Chapter 1. Operation Epic Fury. The escalation began on February 28, 2026. Following the collapse of nuclear negotiations in Geneva, the United States and Israel launched a massive, coordinated bombing campaign. The US designated their offensive Operation Epic Fury, while Israel operated under the codename Roaring Lion. In the first 12 hours alone, the combined forces executed nearly 900 strikes across Iran. They systematically targeted Iran's air defense networks, underground ballistic missile facilities, and nuclear sites. US President Donald Trump stated that the strikes had severely degraded the Iranian military, claiming the US knocked out 42 Iranian Navy ships and eliminated their telecommunications. But the most consequential strike happened in the capital city of Tehran. In the opening salvo of the war, US and Israeli forces successfully targeted and killed Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Chapter 2. The Retaliation. With their supreme leader dead and their military infrastructure under heavy bombardment, Iran retaliated immediately. Tehran unleashed a torrent of hundreds of ballistic missiles and thousands of suicide drones. But they didn't just target Israel. Iran expanded the war across the entire region, launching strikes against US military installations and allied nations. Missiles struck the Al Udeid US airbase in Qatar, and explosions rocked the skies over Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Erbil as air defense systems scrambled to intercept the barrage. Even the US Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, was hit by a drone attack. The conflict had officially spilled across the borders of the Middle East. Chapter 3. The Global Choke Point. While the military conflict raged in the skies, an economic war was declared on the water. In response to the strikes, Iran formally declared the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. This is one of the most vital maritime choke points on Earth, funneling approximately 20% of all globally traded oil. The immediate result was global financial panic. Benchmark oil prices violently surged past $100 a barrel for the first time since 2022. With shipping routes paralyzed and airspace closed across the Middle East, the economic fallout is threatening to drag the global economy into a severe crisis. Chapter 4. The New Supreme Leader. Despite the staggering intensity of the US and Israeli bombing campaign, the Iranian establishment moved quickly to stabilize its government. On March 8th, Iran's Assembly of Experts officially selected Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the late Ayatollah, as the country's new supreme leader. Regarded as a hardline cleric with deep ties to the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, his appointment signals that Tehran intends to dig in and continue the fight. As the war enters its next phase, US intelligence reports suggest that the bombing campaign may not easily achieve the administration's goal of collapsing the Iranian government. Meanwhile, the death toll mounts, with hundreds of civilians caught in the crossfire. The events of late February 2026 have rewritten the rules of modern warfare and global security. With no diplomatic ceasefire in sight, the The world watches as this historic conflict continues to unfold. Thank you for watching HK Worldwide. For more objective, deep-dive documentary coverage on global events, economics, and technology, subscribe to the channel. We will see you in the next update.